Hi, everybody. I'm Stacy Beasy. Welcome to Sociology 20, Introduction to Race and Ethnicity. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the course. I'm going to show you our welcome page, the modules, and what you'll be expected to do the first day. Let me share my screen. Okay, so when you log into the course and you go in to Canvas, you select the course first, and this is the home screen. And so when you land, this is also called the landing page. So when you come to the home screen, you'll see the name of the course, the CRN, all the information, how to contact me. And just know that even though the telephone number is here, the best way to get a hold of me is by sending me a message, and you can simply send one here through in the Canvas inbox, or you can send me an email. So this is an online only course. It's 8 weeks long. You can expect for me to cover 2 chapters a week, and there will be one small project. It will be a 2 to 3 page paper. And so in any case, so the resources for the library are here, and student support services here, any other online tools that you might need. And here it shows to get started with the course, basically click on modules. You can also click on modules by coming over here to the left-hand side here. This is the navigation bar. There's also the Canvas global navigation bar is what they call the blue part. Or sorry, not blue, gray. In any case, so I usually use the modules here, but you can click here for modules, or on the landing page or home page, you can click modules down here. So let me hit modules. So on the first day, I would like for you to read through the orientation. This first portion is just the course information, including my email address. So if you click on here, it's a welcome message and how to get started in the class. And my contact information, so you can reach me. And information about the global navigation menu, which is this one here. And the frequently asked questions, you can go through there. This is a list of characteristics that students that are taking online classes might want to consider in order to be successful in online courses, including this one. Let's see. There is a student lounge here. So if you have questions or want to promote something that you're doing on campus, if you have a question for me, you should send me an email or a message through the inbox. But if you just want to post information, like you have a student group that's doing something, or you're performing in some way and you'd like to share with the class, this would be the equivalent of just talking in front of the class at the beginning of class or at the end of class or sometime. So this is just to share information with the student, with your fellow classmates. Okay. Let's see. If you want to have Canvas on your iPad or iPhone, you can download it to those apps, and just go through your phone and search, or your iPad or whatever you have, whatever device you have, and go to the App Store and you can download it. And then this is the information on the textbook that I will be using in the course. And hopefully you've already picked it up from the bookstore or Amazon or wherever you decide to buy it. This is the syllabus for the course that can be downloaded. I have emailed it to the class. It can also be found here on the left-hand side here where it says syllabus. And so week 1, module 1, week 1. I like, when I'm finished with something, I like to click here just to collapse it so that I know, okay, I've done that. I don't have to look at it again unless I'm looking for it later. Okay, so module 1, week 1, which is what you want to look at. So these are the instructions every week. It's a brief introduction of what you're covering in the class. And so then the readings for the week including the syllabus, which is also linked there. 2 applied assignments, because we're covering 2 chapters this week. There will be 2 discussion boards and 2 quizzes to assess what you learned in the week. So this is your to-do list for the class for this first week. So you're going to complete your attendance check-in within the first 2 days of class. And you're going to upload a photo of yourself to the Canvas profile. You're going to read chapters 1 and 2. And there's an article written by Peggy McIntosh called The White Privilege Knapsack. It might have a slightly different, it's been rewritten a couple of times. I think it might have a slightly different name. Okay, read lecture notes chapters 1 and 2, read the syllabus, and then you're going to write on discussion boards for chapters 1 and 2. So just so you know, the naming convention here, 1.1 just means week 1, and then point 1 is chapter 1, and this one here is week 1, chapter 2. And then complete 1.1 and 1.2. These are your learning objectives. And so you can click down here to move through the rest of the module. It'll just take you to the next portion of the module. But I like to see it differently. Everybody's different how you want to move through the module. You can do this just by clicking through it and going to the next thing. Like say you fill this out to complete your attendance check-in and you respond with, I think I asked you to submit complete the by telling me the name of one of your heroes. So you're just going to type in whatever it is, Mickey Mouse. And then this will light up in blue, and then you would hit submit, and then you can go to the next portion. So let's see, I like to see it differently. So if you click on modules here, you can see the entire module. So you can just click attendance check-in. And then when you're finished with that, you can just click upload a photo of yourself. Then you can move on to the notes for chapter 1, and then the lecture notes for chapter 2. And then here is Peggy McIntosh article, Unpacking the Invisible Knapsack. This is discussion board 1, discussion board 2, the sociology quest, which is an applied assignment for chapter 1. This is a sociology quest for chapter 2, the applied assignment, and then the assessments for chapter 1 and the quiz or assessment for chapter 2. So if you have any questions concerning what I've covered today, please make sure you read through the syllabus first, then send me your messages and I'd be happy to respond to you. And just so I do have office hours that are set up for Mondays from 11 to 12, which means you can expect to be able to get a hold of me simply, and I can jump on Zoom if you like, and we can meet up. But I will respond to you within 48 hours of receiving a message, however, not on weekends or holidays. So yeah, I look forward to having an exciting class, and please send me a message if you have any questions whatsoever. Have a good day and welcome back.